What is up, YouTube? So this video this week's gonna be a little shorter, a little different. Not really gonna be turning any wrenches on anything, but I will show you what I've been working on. So I've got the transmission mounted into the Corolla. It's not exactly 100% the way it probably should be done, but it's good enough to work. As you can see, that transmission mounts in there a little on the wonky side. But I'm going to redrill the holes a little bit to make that work better. Yeah, but it's in and mounted. That's the key. I have also decided on a new color for the Corolla because, well, this blue paint, the harder we tried cleaning it, the more we figured out it's just trashed. And considering the entire outside of the car has already been rattle canned like twice, I am not going to put this kind of level of effort into it again, because this was, I will have as much in painting the entire car, including the engine bay again, with some Rust-Oleum as what I had just in that engine bay. I'm not putting myself through it again. So maybe one day, if I do 100% end up going, oh my god, I love this car, it's never leaving, after this is done, maybe we'll get to that point, but not, that point ain't right now. So back to what we're actually going to be doing. I think this weekend is just going to be a lot of cleaning. As you can see, the convertible sitting outside. We got cruise night tonight, so I'm taking you guys along for cruise night. But it is dirty, so I'm going to get it washed. I'm going to break out the buffer and do a little bit of buffing. I'm not going to buff the whole car. I'm probably going to buff really the top half of it, because like the hood, the top of the fenders, the trunk lid all have some scratches on it and need dealt with. So those are going to get done. I'm not going to worry about everything else. I will probably go ahead and detail up the MG a little bit, clean out the interior. And if I get time Sunday, because I don't think this is happening today, this needs washed, it needs buffed, it needs waxed, the interior needs detailed. This thing needs so much right now, it's not even funny. Because it has not been done in about a year, and it is showing, oh my god. So, but the main focus of today, right now, is this, because this is what we're going to take to cruise night tonight. So, yeah, I'm going to set you guys up in the tripod and let you guys join in while I give it a wash. Yes, I'm washing it with the top down. It has no back windows, so even if I did put the top up, wouldn't do a damn bit of good. Go. It is all cleaned up. As far as washed, I am going to pull it in the garage, let it dry, wax it, and then go through, wipe down the interior, because the interior is not terrible, but it's definitely showing some dirt. So yeah, that's better than it was. As you can see, the water from the last time I waxed is actually still kind of beating up on top of it. But the problem is, and you can't really see it on camera all that well, there's a lot of scratches and stuff that could stand a bit of buffing. So yeah, all right. But I think before I get to wax it, the wife is home, and she said something about wanting to go to a couple yard sales. So I think this is going to get pulled back into the garage, let it dry off, and then wax it inside. All right, here's what we're going to use to do a little bit of the polishing and waxing on the top of the old Celica here. Nothing crazy, just a polishing compound pad with some Turtle Wax polishing compound, and a finishing pad with 3-in-1 wax from Meguiar's. I know that's probably not exactly right, but it's what I got, and it'll be plenty good enough for this thing. It doesn't need anything much better than that. And I'm just using a rotary or oscillating buffing wheel, whatever you want to call it. I picked up from Hobo Freight, like, I don't know. I think it's like 3-4 years old now, and it still works. So, yeah, that's what we're going to use. Yes, I know it's not exactly the right stuff. No, I don't expect spectacular results. It's done okay in the past. This paint is far from perfect. It'll do what I need it to do for now, though. There is, like I said, all I'm doing is the top half of the car. So there we go. We got that done with the polishing compound. Next is going to be going ahead and waxing it. The polishing compound itself made it look a lot better. Unfortunately, this paint is nowhere near perfect. So I don't see it getting everything out. I don't care how much time I spend on it. I mean, doing that only took me about 20 minutes. So, like I said, I don't see anywhere in the future of this car, this paint ever being perfect looking. But that'll be a damn sight better for cruise night than it was so far. I want to go ahead and get some wax put on it now. So that's the next thing you guys are going to get to watch me do. I'm going to just throw it back in throw you guys back in the mount and probably just, you know, speed my way through it. So probably about another 20 minutes worth of work. There we go. The whole car has been buffed and wiped down. I do think I'm going to go over it now with probably a spray on liquid wax just to give it a little extra coating, and because I got some water spots and stuff to clean off, going over it with that lets me make sure I got all the compound and stuff off. So, and then we'll worry about windows and interior. I am not going to film the spray wax because, my God, you guys watched me go around the car twice now. You don't want to watch it a third time. So I'll be back when that's done. All right, went around the whole car. It's been wiped down now. Got the interior mostly cleaned up. Wife's working on that right now. 2-year-old decided to roll the window up. She was playing in her pool. Got most of the interior wiped out. I think the only thing left is my seat. And I've wiped down the whole outside of the car with this stuff. Optical Select High Gloss Spray Sealant VO7 by Chemical Guys. We'll see how well it works. I've never tried it before, even though I've had it for like a year and a half now. Smells really good. Smells like an orangey smell to it. And no, I'm not saying that just because of the color. It's got a very orange citrus smell to it. It's kind of nice. Yeah, I would say at this point, and then somewhere in all of this, I had to go pick up another memory card for my phone because I am tired of, I film, I gotta edit, I film, I gotta edit, I film, I gotta edit. And I don't mean like I film all of everything and then I edit it. No, I have to film a section, edit that section, so I can get rid of the part that I don't want. So I had room on my phone. Well, now that ain't a problem anymore. So, yeah, all right. I think it's about done and ready for cruise night, though. And then this thing needs it bad tomorrow. If not, here soon now. Yeah, all right, I'll be back when we get ready for cruise night. All right, time for cruise night. Got up here and I had to pull into a parking spot so I could set you guys up. Down. I'd like to be able to see something out the rearview mirror. Thank you. We're moving at like 10 miles an hour. Her hat's not going to fly off. Apparently I got back into cruise night with all the regular traffic instead of cruise night traffic. I'll bring you guys back when there's more to see. Alright, we'll try recording again. At least now there's something in front of us. You got a brake light out? Yeah, he does. We ain't going to back beside him again at this rate, but we do, I'll go, hey, you got a brake light out. Why am I around all the people that want to just brake? Honda Accord looks freaking awesome, let me tell you.
It's smoky rear end.
I think it's smoking as bad as I am. Someone let this guy over. I'm tired of looking at his car. Thank you. Way to clear. Wow.
So he said something to the one car.
Why would you wait clear to their turn signal on to get over? People bug me. I almost feel obligated to tell this guy he's got a brake light on. Just because it's an Integra, and realistically, I know no one else in a muscle car will.
It's there, but very, very dim.
Oh, yeah, it is there, isn't it?
It's very dim.
Yeah. Alright, well, at least it's there. I feel better now. As long as it's there, I don't feel like I gotta do something. Every other time it didn't look like it had a light. It was so dim.
One of the two wires that gets burnt out.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably the ground wiring and all that hot. That was terrible.
Dad jokes.
Yeah, it wasn't even an intentional one. And it was a terrible one at that.
Start doing that now. That means you're getting.
Shut it.
That if you actually start making. Well, first round of sirens.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure some of them being out of cruise night as heavy as they have been is kind of what's killing some of cruise night. Wasn't trying to like go through the intersection unless I knew there was room for me to be through the intersection. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to hit you, bud. You're good.
He's a newbie.
It's fine. I like his wheels. They're smokier than shit. Roadkill shows they make radiator in a can and head gasket in a can. I need to find valve stem in a can. Or piston rings in a can. Maybe both. Probably both. Get the Corolla done. This thing's getting a new engine. Poor Audi behind us. bullshit. Get over, but at the same time I also don't want to cut no one off.
He's gonna let you.
Poor motorcycles, right? Thank God. Hey, Nova. There's a Nova in the other lane. I'll get to drive mine again one day. Maybe this time more than 20 miles. Getting in with the hot Hondas.
Then you're gonna smoke them out. Now they're coming the other way. Apparently they can't figure out which direction they want to go.
The cops don't know where they're going. What they do? Send all the crotch rockets around, that way they don't bother to be here?
Maybe. Oh, a dad joke stuck with the Tyler.
Yeah, I'm not fast enough for all that.
I would have just went.
I want to do fast car things, but I've only got a 22R. Barely even do slow car things.
The good thing about this is you can make the.
Can I do brake things though? Kinda. Bang.
I can tell you burning fresh oil.
I know. Yeah, I know, because it smells better. It smells
like
better than the the 1500-mile oil. You know, the 20-mile oil smells nice and fresh.
Cracked open a quart.
Yeah, it smells like I just cracked open a quart and dumped it down the exhaust. It's amazing. Smoking like I just cracked it open and dumped it down the exhaust. Yeah, it says 87,000 miles, but I'm pretty sure it's 287,000 miles. And now that I'm not just like babying it, it's like, ah. You know, it's pretty bad when a Hyundai is taking off like normal and you're flooring it and they're still pulling away. That front shock's every little road vibration's getting sent through the whole car. Not to mention the poor engine. It's like, just let me die. Yeah, that's what it's saying, baby. Upside, there will be no mosquitoes. Temp gauge isn't looking bad yet, but it's starting to
Peek up a little.
yeah, it's starting to creep. So I think I want to stop before it does do the full, full send creep. Parking here at other cars for once. Sometimes I can maybe. All right, we're parked up for a couple because, well, she's getting a little warm. Parked over here by this really good looking Civic though. I don't know whose it is, but it's I like the blossom. I'm guessing those are cherry blossoms all over it. Carbon fiber hood, nice looking wheels. Not a bad looking car. Oh, I think someone's interested in mine. Oh. All right, we'll record a little bit more of the parking lot. 2 old Ford trucks and of course the Hyundai. Oh. I don't know whose this was, but it sounds good. Like, we were following this when we first got here, and this thing has a very healthy cam in it, or cams, I should say. I would assume. The old 63 Bel Air. The drop top I would own if I had the option. Love these old cars. Another Kia. Everyone's starting to go out onto the road and be a little stupid. That's why we decided to park, along with the car getting a little hot. Good looking old Plymouth. Right after we parked, we stopped to get something to drink. And watched some dumbass in a, I think it was a Hellcat or a Scat Pack Challenge or Charger. I'm watching them get pulled over. Nice looking, I'm going to assume mostly original Corvette. I believe it looks like it's a convertible with a hardtop on it, with the way the top's on it. Good looking car. Old Chevelle. Split bumper Camaro. Ooh, hey bud, what's up? Really? Yeah, I did. Down there by the Civic.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Oh my God.
You see that?
The CRX? No, that's the. I'm just getting ready to walk over to that. That's a good looking CRX. Yeah? I mean, I don't blame them.
More impressed if it was STI swap.
Right? Right? Apparently the CRX has got an STI badge on the back of it. At least I'm guessing it's on the back. There's an Instagram tag. You know, yep, STI. Those are some old school lights you don't see very often anymore. Good looking car. What are you doing? Hey, you gotta go back this way. Come on. Yeah. Some old GMC pickups. Yeah, it's the same one we seen out at Sector Racing's Cars and Coffee. Another old, good looking old Plymouth. I've been seeing a lot more. I don't know if it's just because I've been watching a lot of Roadkill. So, they've been a little bit more, something I look at more. But I have been noticing a lot more old good-looking Mopars lately than I ever have. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Be careful. Again, another good-looking old Mopar. Nice-looking Super Bee. I'm gonna stop walking between cars now because the little one keeps following me and then not following me back. So. There's something you don't see very often. A couple good-looking old Oldsmobiles. And a not bad-looking G-body. That's something you really don't see that often. Normally, they all look clapped out. Someone's going to bite me for that comment. Yep, that's going to be the comment that hurts me. Good-looking old Firebird. Camaro out on the street acting a fool. S10 with more tire than bed. All the imports being funny now. Huh?
The Firebird.
You know the funny part is, the guy we were talking to said he had his old Pontiac parked down here. I think that's his car. So, because he said he had a 71, his old 71 Pontiac was parked down at this end, and that's the only
Pontiac down here.
Pontiac and early 70s car. So, alright, we might try getting across the street and seeing what over's there. Or we might just sit down for a little bit. I'll bring you guys back with something more interesting to see. Alright, so cruise night went really well. As you guys seen, we took the vert up, drove it around for a few laps, walked around a little bit. Then we come back to the house because we were a little worried it was going to rain. So we got back to the house and somebody, not to name names or show who they are, I swear, she wanted to go for more laps. So we threw her booster seat in here and we went for some more laps. Me and her went and did, I think, 3 to 4 laps up and down the block of where everyone's doing the cruise night. We went around in this. We got ready to come back. And she goes, Daddy, green car. She wanted to go for a ride in the 8.6. I've never really let her ride in the 8.6. But it's cruise night. Everything was relatively calm. I knew I wasn't going to be driving stupid. So, we again grabbed her booster seat and we went for a ride in the 8.6. I think we did 3 or 4 laps in it too. So, me and her had a very good time for cruise night. Okay. Didn't we, baby? Oh, you find some change? Yeah, now she's helping me clean the inside of the MG. So, today's goal, I was originally going to work on the 8.6, but as crazy as it sounds, I drive this more. So, I think instead of taking a bunch of time... excuse me today, guys. My nose is messing with me. Instead of taking a bunch of time today to clean this, and not really spending the time doing it the right way, the way I want to do it, I am going to do this that does not need the attention to detail that the 8.6 does. So, to start with, though, because it is a pain to do anything in the interior with the top up, but I want to clean some things that have to be cleaned with the top up. We're going to start with cleaning this back here. Once I get this done, then I can put the top down and we can start cleaning the rest of the car. I really want to get the inside really clean, and then I'll probably just kind of haze over the whole car with the buffer. Kind of the same deal as what I did with the convertible, but I don't think this is going to turn out as well as the convertible did. This paint has never shined like the convertible paint does. So, it's... This is more or less just as a protective measure, not necessarily a make it prettier measure. So yeah, so I'm going to get some of this done in the interior off camera, and then when I get to a point where like it's easier to actually see what I'm doing, I'll bring you guys back in. Well, that wasn't my original plan, but everything that was there that looked like it was like adhesive that was stuck onto it, yeah, apparently that was the paint that was messed up. And my Goo Gone stuff started to take the paint off. So we cleaned it up, and that there is just black spray paint, but the rest of it is vinyl and fabric dye. So yeah, it looks better. Looks way better than it did. I'm not going to say that the blue and tan looked better than this. I'm not going to say it looked worse than this. This is just a, it looks better than it did, and that's kind of was my goal. So I'm happy with that. I did want to take the seats out so I could just remove the carpet, because frankly, I would like to just kind of spray the whole floorboard in this thing black and not even worry about carpets in it anymore. But, these seats are going to be a pain to get out today, and I don't have that kind of effort in me, so it's not happening today. The seats are staying in, and the carpet's just going to get vacuumed as good as I can and go from there. So, all right. So that's the update so far. Definitely not what I planned, but oh well, looks better. So I decided, since you guys watched me do this entire process on the Celica literally earlier in this video, that instead of forcing you guys to watch a sped up version of me doing it on this, I would just get it done and show you progress as I go. But since I'm cleaning my car, someone else decided that she needed to work on cleaning hers. So Francesco's getting a good wash and scrub up too, apparently. It's an old bottle of Jack's Wax that I haven't used in a couple years. So I figured instead of throwing it away, it'd be a good thing for her to use. So, yeah. But as you can see, this is where I'm at. The hood, I got that half of the hood done, the fender's done. After that, I'll probably work my way down the driver's side of the car, then down the passenger side of the car. I'm going to do the trunk last, because I think if I can, because it hasn't been done in years, I am going to attempt to go ahead and pull off the trunk rack here and clean and polish really well underneath of it, because it's not been done in, like I said, a long time. So that's kind of the goal. Then hopefully by then the fumes from in there will dissipate enough to where I can start cleaning the interior. The goal is to get this thing actually looking decent, because it has not looked as good as the compliments it gets deserve it to be. I guess is probably the best way to put it. I don't know. It's probably a terrible way to put it. But yeah, I am tired of it looking like a dirty, nasty mess, especially with as much as I drive it. Yeah. All right. Back to work. Well, I got the first step done, which took me forever because I had a 2-year-old or 3-year-old now, that every time I would turn the buffer on, start running away from me. So she made it a little on the difficult side when I had to stop every quarter of a panel to go find her because she was running away from me. So she's inside now, so I got the first step done. Now the next step is to swap out pads, and I'm going to go over the whole thing with, I think, my Chemical Guys butter wax. Might have cut 3 of my fingers in the process. I took the, like I was talking about, I took the rack off of the trunk and was trying to wipe away some of the dirt, not thinking. This one right here had a sharp edge on it, and it sliced open all 3 of my fingers. So that kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. This paint, I will admit, is looking a heck of a lot better on camera than it does in person, because you can't see the imperfections on camera. But it is way better than it was already, because I mean, as you guys can see, that it has a shine to it now. It did not have a shine before. Ugh. Yeah, all right. So the next step is to start hitting it with the wax. And after that, I need to finally get to the interior because the interior is still a nasty mess. All right. I'll be back. Okay, so the whole car has now been buffed, waxed, and hit with the VO7 Optical Select High Gloss Spray Sealant. So, it is not perfect because this paint job is far from perfect. But it is worlds better than it was because it was starting to get like a chalky blueness to it. That chalkiness is gone. So I've got that done. I got back there all cleaned up. Now the next thing is to sweep or the vacuum out what little bit of a carpet there is. Clean up the seats and clean up the door panels. I started cleaning the dashboard yesterday and stuff, and then I decided to stop and I'd video some of it. That'd be today's project because I was originally going to do that today. There was no way I was getting that done today. That is going to be like an all-day Saturday project or an all-day Friday project. Not a Sunday when I got to go to bed early for work. So, this was totally doable for today, though. Although I think I'm running out of time before the wife gets home, but oh well. So, next step, detail the interior. Ugh. Okay, I think I have found my stopping point for cleaning the MG. The door panels came out relatively well. The dash looks amazing other than the crack. The seats didn't really change much in appearance, but the floorboards and stuff, with me going through and just kind of giving everything a little bit of a blackout treatment. That way it's not so grungy looking from the blue paint just being crap. Made such a big difference on the inside of this thing. I'm extremely happy. Well, for what I thought was going to be a pretty uneventful video, I mean, we managed to get the Celica cleaned up. We managed to get the MG shined up really nice. We discussed this, and honestly, this was the type of thing I needed to do this weekend because this thing had left me feeling very unmotivated. So between that, going to cruise night, I think what I felt was going to be a fairly uneventful video has turned out to be pretty eventful. So I'm happy with it. I hope you guys enjoy it. And on that note, remember, it's about the adventure, not about the destination. Get out, work on your cars. Hell, maybe just get out and clean them and enjoy them for a weekend. So until next time, you guys have a good time.